今なら期間限定で感謝祭実施中。
You know, I didn't watch the gameplay trailer. We'll watch the gameplay trailer. So I think they show like some of the arena maps. Oh, it's right there. Ah. Is this what I think it is? Yeah. Okay. So this map, chat. This map is called Phase Runner, I believe. It's really big and open. It's like a sniper map. Like 100% a sniper map. That's the slowest pace out of all the maps. This map is called Party Crasher, I think. This is artillery. They made artillery into a map. It's pretty cool. It plays exactly how you'd expect it to. You know, it's artillery. Oh, you had a top down of Party Crasher there. This? Okay. So this is one half of the map. Each team has one building on this side. Like it's symmetrical. So over here is the same building. Over here on the left, it's the same building. And then there's a construction site here. And then behind where this guy is in the air is the Mirage ship that's up on like high ground. And there's a waterfall and stuff. It's pretty good. It's a well-made map, I think. The middle of the map is like a combination of like mid-ground, which is a bridge, and then you can go under the bridge for an ultimate low. There's a lot of like really good playable cover on this map. It's really this was my favorite map out of all of them.
But what you do with it, that's what's important.
The Apex Games are where the champions are crowned, but the arenas are where legends...
This shows us like the bottom of the bridge I was talking about, like the mid-ground, low-ground kind of stuff, and that's the other building over there. You can see a little bit of Mirage up here. How it's like up a hill. It's pretty good. Mirage is like a power position on this map. But the way arenas work is there's a zone just like in the normal BR. I have to tab in. There's a zone just like in the normal BR, and it pulls to one part of the map, and like you have to play to that side of the map.
Watch your back, bruh.
We see a lot more of the map here. Like a lot more. So this is the Mirage part I was talking about. You know, it's literally the Mirage ship. We've all played on it before, so like we know the layout of this. That's the waterfall. Back by that waterfall, there's a bin. In this game mode, the bins, so there's they're all lifeline bins, right? So there's 2 of them on each map. And the bins only hold meds. So pretty much at the beginning of the round, you have to buy weapons, you have to buy abilities, and you have to buy meds. You kind of control the flow of the game is by controlling the bins so that your team has more meds, so that you can basically, you're just playing to burn the other team's meds the whole time. The whole time you're playing to burn the other team's meds, and then you go in when they're out of meds. That's what I mean, like when I said earlier that the way that you approach fights in this is extremely different from the normal game. This is already, of course, it cuts off like where the tunnel is back here, and the wall over here is closed, so you can't exit.
About fame or
This is Phase Runner.
spectacle. They are about the fight.
Like this map is huge. For a 3v3, it's like really big, but the zones on it are pretty small. This map is like, I think it's called Blood Gulch from Halo, from like OG Halo. How much health do you get? More than normal. It's the same health. But you start with blue armors on round 1, and then it goes up to purple, and then like later rounds you get red. I hated this map. This map had the slowest gameplay. It was all about snipers. I didn't like this map personally. But yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, this map was kind of meh. But what's cool is each map has its own like meta, its own legend meta, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So the abilities are the same. Loba ult. Okay, so Loba ult is actually undervalued in this. Hear me out as to why. So earlier I said, right, you play to control. Are you allowed to leak this? I'm not leaking. We're allowed to talk about it. We're allowed to talk about like anything that we play tested. So earlier how I said like you're allowed to control you want to control the medical bins, so like control meds, you just Loba ult and you take the shit out of the bins before anyone can get to it. So it's like really, really good. Loba actually gives you like a lot of control on this.
Assemble your squad in the customary fashion. Before the fight begins, squads are enclosed in their spawn
I like the
room
raid
and
skin.
have access to the shop. Here you can purchase weapons, items, and abilities.
This is the shop that I was talking about. So this is how it all works. There's 3 tabs: marksman, sniper, assault rifle, LMG, pistol, SMG, shotgun. You buy your meds and shit here. I don't know what this is. That's a battery. No, that's not a battery. What is that? That wasn't there when I tested. That was not there. I don't know what that is. Ult Excel. There's no point to buy an Ult Excel because you just buy your ult. That wasn't. I think they scrapped that. That wasn't a thing in the build that I played. But you buy your ultimate. You buy your abilities. You buy meds. So like round 1, what I did was I would always just upgrade a Mozambique. I'm not even kidding. I would, because like you can buy a weapon and then upgrade it, and that's how you get attachments. So I would just upgrade a Mozam to purple tier because it had 6 shots. And I would buy like 1 ability sometimes, depending on who I was playing, because abilities are cheaper or more expensive based on who you're playing.
With crafting materials.
Abilities and ult cost the same. That's only for, I think this is Revenant. Yeah, that's only for Revenant. But Lifeline, for example, like her ult was like 400. I thought her ult was like really strong for early game. Like Lifeline like can give you like a pretty good chance to win early rounds because you buy her ult, right? And it gives you a blue tier gun. So a gun with blue attachments and 2 batteries. So like you're pretty much getting like 800 credits of value out of a 400 credit item.
I will grant you a set amount of materials at the start of each round.
But then they make it 5v5, 3v3 is just boring. You haven't gotten to play it yet. Trust me, it feels really, really good as a 3v3.
Materials can be used immediately or saved for superior equipment later in the match.
The 6-shot Mozam, by the way, also feels really good. This was literally snipe down next patch, running around with this fucking Mozambique, flapping ass.
Follows between rounds.
But they removed hammer points.
Where's all my stuff?
Materials can be used to upgrade weapons, making you an even greater
This is the
threat.
upgrading I was talking about.
At the end of the buy phase, the shields drop and the fun begins.
We also had a really weird strategy that we were doing early game. So what we would do, there's like 2 lifeline strats, right? So you can buy gold bag on lifeline and then have your teammate buy a good gun and drop the fucking gun to your lifeline. And then you have your teammates play super aggressive while your lifeline frags, and you just res your teammates when they go down. And you just frag on lifeline for round 1. We did that and it worked pretty well.
Both teams engage in combat until one side is wiped out. Down to
The hammer point, like the Mozam and the P20 both hit harder. Or well, the Mozam has 6 shots now, but the P20 hits harder.
Use the pressure. It's the only way to survive.
Supply bins containing consumables and material canisters are scattered throughout the arena.
Oh, and the material canisters, they give your team 200 extra credits on the next round to buy with.
Drop containing 3 weapons arrives in the middle of each round.